Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us virtually today as the Baxter Ward Lions accepts their charter. We understand that many of you are logging in from all over the world and to celebrate this event here in the township of Georgian Bay in Muskoka, Ontario, Canada, and we're excited to spend the next hour with you. The temperature here in Georgian Bay is 9 degrees Celsius or 48 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is partly sunny skies. My name is Jennifer Schneider, and I am the Director of Sustainability here at the Township Municipal Offices. I am also, after today, Lion Jen. Today I will be your moderator as we walk through the process of the Baxter Ward Lions accepting their charter, and also the going through of the ceremony for the installation of officers and members of this new and already very active club. We do have some special guests that we will introduce to you throughout the event. However, we do have some dignitaries with us as well. From our area, we have Member of Parliament Scott Aitchison for Muskoka Parry Sound. We have Member of Provincial Parliament Norm Miller. We have District of Muskoka Chair John Klink. And we have Mayor of the Township of Georgian Bay, Peter Coutier. We have regrets been sent to us from Chief Baron King from Moose Deer Point First Nation and Chief Philip Franks from Watah First Nations. We also have dignitaries from the Lions Club International, 3rd International Vice President Dr. Patti Hill from Edmonton, International Director for Canada Alan Hunt from Chilliwack, BC, immediate past International Director Tom Gordon from Newmarket, past International Director Carl Young from Omimi, Global Action Team Area Leader Chris Lewis from Gravenhurst, Multiple District A Council Chairperson Kevin Banfield from Kitchener. We have Lions Club International staff Richard Costello, Christy Carnatz, and Karina Costello from Illinois, Oak Brook, just outside of Chicago. There are also various district officers, governors, zone chairs, regional chairs, new Lions members, district members, other Lions members, residents, and guests on this call today, close to 100 people. If you would all join us as we stand and listen to a musical rendition of the national anthem, O Canada. Chris, pass it over to you.
Okay, thanks, Jennifer. Before we do that, I think I should just quickly go through some of the interface that you might be using on this GoToWebinar today. For the participants, you'll see a panel to the right, which has a small orange arrow. If you don't see that orange arrow, just click under Options or View, and then where it says Auto Hide the Control Panel, that might be checked off. So if you want to see that control panel, you can just uncheck that. Below that is a question pane where you can enter any questions and so forth relating to your relating to the webinar, any questions you have maybe for any of the speakers, or if you'd like to just make a comment. We will have an option a little bit later on after the formal part of the agenda where you can raise your hands if you'd like to make a comment or make a presentation of some sort to the new Lions. So you just have to quickly raise your hand. So, as Jennifer just said, we have a full-fledged agenda, for the event today, and we're going to start off with O Canada.
Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. I think we're going to ask past District Governor Len Day to do a toast to the Queen. Len, are you there?
May we all raise our glasses to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth.
Thank you, Len. We call upon Mayor Peter Coetzee now, the Mayor of the Township of Georgian Bay, to do a land acknowledgement and to welcome you to the community that we are in today. Your Worship.
Thank you. We want to acknowledge that we're on the lands traditionally occupied by Indigenous people. They continue to care for this land, they continue to shape our area today, and we want to show our respect. Hundreds of years after the first treaties were signed, they remain relevant today in guiding our decisions and our actions. Miigwech. I'd like to add that as we continue to address the pandemic amongst us, we should not only learn from pandemics of the past, but also remember that our Indigenous ancestors suffered through numerous and devastating epidemics brought upon them by European visitors and settlers. We must take care of ourselves and our neighbors, just as we must care for the environment in which we live. I want to welcome all of our honored guests and everyone to our communities. We got Port Severn, Honey Harbor in the Township of Georgian Bay, and of course, MacTier in our northeast corner, which has had a Lions Club for just about forever. Welcome to you all. Though of course, most of you aren't actually in our township at this time. It seems a little odd welcoming you to a place where you're not actually there. Let me tell you that we're on the shores of Georgian Bay and are part of a UNESCO biosphere. We not only have thousands of cottages, but also Georgian Bay Islands National Park. For those of you who have not been here in some time or ever, I would like to encourage you to come and visit. Once we are again free to travel outside our essential realms. In the meantime, I'm very glad that we can visit virtually. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Coetzee. First, we're going to call on our Member of Parliament for Parry Sound Muskoka and a member of the Standing Committee for the Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Scott Aitchison.
Okay, Scott, you're unmuted.
Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this auspicious occasion. Obviously, very excited that the Baxter Lions is coming into existence today, and I know that the Lions clubs all over Parry Sound Muskoka do great work, and I have no doubt, of course, that this group will continue that tradition and do a lot of great things for your community. I'm actually really looking forward to, coming down there in person and being part of this event. So it's unfortunate we have to do it this way, but I'm glad we're getting started regardless of the restrictions we're under right now. And hopefully soon we'll be back to normal and I can be down to visit and help you out and work with you on some of the many projects I know you'll undertake on behalf of the people of Baxter and all of Georgian Bay. So thank you for having me and congratulations on this charter meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Aitchison. It is now time. There are other dignitaries that are going to speak. However, it's our understanding that our MP has to leave to return to a caucus meeting. So we've moved him a little farther ahead in the agenda, but for the remaining dignitaries that are going to be speaking today, we will get to you shortly. First, we're going to spend a little bit of time to introduce the new members of our club. You can follow along on the screen as we pass through the list of names. We know that many of you are online, and so it's showtime for you all. Just kindly keep yourself muted until such time as President Beth passes the microphone over to the Regional Chair, Sheila Webb, and past District Governor Ruth Roberts. But first, you'll have to allow me to introduce you, your President, who will be calling out your names. Beth has been in the community for 15 years. She and her husband have a construction company here in Honey Harbor. They have two grown daughters, Amy and Lauren. Beth can be found on the shores of Georgian Bay in all 4 seasons, which include snowmobiles, or she could be found playing with her 2 grandsons. When Beth heard of the potential of Lions Club in the communities of Port Severn and Honey Harbor, her passion for giving back and helping was sparked. Beth was heavily involved in the recruitment of the club. She has been engaged in food bank training for herself and her directors, and she's both personally taken on training for herself and the directors with the Lions Club International. It's without question that Beth should and coincidentally be our first president. So I call forward to you, the first president of the Baxter Ward Lions Club, my good friend, Beth Heinzman. Beth?
Okay, I'm just going to unmute Beth. Okay, Beth, you're unmuted.
Great. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
Okay.
Okay, we'll introduce our members now. Lisa Buck. Kimberly Card Parks. Kathy DeCue. Devin DeGroot. Donna Dixon. Kathy Dernitzky. Catherine Gibson. Brenda Gray. Mark Gray. Jeffrey Greasley. Beth Heinzman, that's me. Glenn Heinzman. Peter Coutier. Shirley Lokes. Elizabeth Lauder. Monica Marsh. Scott Marsh. Stuart Maurice. Jim Moreau. Jeanette Marino. Jill Morell. Robert Morell. Teresa Morell Greasley. Susanna Newbold. Donna Newman. Brian Parks. Catherine Perry. Michael Perry. Sue Pink. Sean Pinterick. Sorry. Susan Robbins. Jordan Reinhardt. Jennifer Schnarr. And that is our fabulous new Baxter Ward Lions Club members. Now I'll pass it over to Regional Chair Sheila Webb and past District Governor Ruth Roberts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. So I'm Sheila. So if you don't know the voices, So we are about to begin the new charter member induction ceremony, in which we will induct the new charter members into the Baxter Ward Lions Club. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the officers and members of the A12 district, I want to express our sincere pleasure at your presence at this virtual meeting. You've been invited to become members, and we are all extremely proud that you have accepted membership into the new club and Lions Clubs International. Membership in a Lions Club is a privilege. You have joined the world's largest and most active service club organization, a group of over 1.4 million men and women in over 48,000 clubs in over 200 countries and geographical areas around the globe. All of us are together making a difference. Through your membership, you will help the club reach out to the people in need in our community and throughout the world.
This is Ruth Roberts. The members that are here being inducted today are becoming part of a distinguished service history that dates back all the way to 1917. It was that year that our Lions Clubs International began as a simple dream of a Chicago insurance man by the name of Melvin Jones. Melvin believed that local business clubs should expand their horizon and not focus just on professional concerns, but also to the betterment of their communities and the world at large. Members of Melvin Jones' own group, the Business Circle of Chicago, those members agreed. After contacting similar groups all around the country, an organizational meeting was held on the 7th of June in 1917, and it was held at the LaSalle Hotel in Chicago, Illinois. This new group took the name of one of the groups that had been invited that time, and that particular group was called the Association of Lions Clubs. They held a national convention in Dallas, Texas in October of that particular year. 33 delegates representing 22 clubs from 9 states were in attendance to that convention. That was the convention that began to define what our association has become today. A constitution, bylaws, purposes, and ethics were approved. Since that humble beginning, Lions Club members have continued to volunteer their time and their many talents to meet the needs wherever they existed. Lions, well, we are very dedicated to serving, and one of those groups that we serve are the blind and the visually impaired. That commitment came about after Helen Keller challenged our members to become Knights of the Blind in the Crusade Against Darkness. She did this during our 1925 convention in Cedar Point, Ohio. Our motto is "We Serve." And by the way, that was a contest put out, and it was a Canadian that won that. "We Serve" perfectly exemplifies the dedication to helping those in need felt by the Lions worldwide. Your membership in the Baxter Ward Lions Club will help us carry on this tradition. I will now ask Vice District Governor-elect John Jackson to share with us some information about Lions. Go ahead, John.
Just finding John to unmute him. Ruth, John's having some technical difficulties.
Okay, well, why don't we move on then, and we'll ask District Governor-elect Peter Shelwell if he can tell us about the Lions Club's international purposes.
I'm just getting Peter.
Thank you very much. Lions Club's international purposes: to organize, charter, and supervise service clubs to be known as Lions Clubs. to coordinate the activities and standardize the administration of Lions clubs, to create and foster a spirit of understanding among the peoples of the world, to promote the principles of good government and good citizenship, to take an active interest in the civic, cultural, social, and moral well-being of the community, to unite the clubs in the bond of friendship, good fellowship, and mutual understanding, to provide a forum for open discussion on all matters of public interest, provided, however, that partisan politics and sectarian religion shall not be debated by club members, to encourage service-minded people to serve their community without personal financial reward, and to encourage efficiency and promote high ethical standards in commerce, industry, professions, public works, and private endeavors. These are Lions Club's international purposes.
Thank you very much, Peter. I'd now like to call on Len Day, if you would be so kind as to read out our Code of Ethics.
Lions Code of Ethics. To show my faith in the worthiness of my vocation by industrious application to the end that I may merit a reputation for quality of service. To seek success and to demand all fair remuneration or profit as my just due, but to accept no profit or success at the price of my own self-respect lost because of unfair advantage taken or because of questionable acts on my part. To remember that in building up my business, it is not necessary to tear down another's, to be loyal to my clients or customers and true to myself. Whenever a doubt arises as to the right or ethics of my position or action towards my fellow man, to resolve such doubt against myself. To hold friendship as an end and not a means. To hold that true friendship exists, not on account of the service performed by one to another, but that true friendship demands nothing but accepts service in the spirit in which it is given. Always to bear in mind my obligation as a citizen to my nation, my province, and my community, and to give them my unswerving loyalty in word, act, and deed, to give them freely of my time, labor, and means, to aid my fellow man by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my aid to the weak, and my substance to the needy, to be careful with my criticism and liberal with my praise, to build up and not destroy.
Thank you very much, Len Day. I understand that John hasn't been able to come back on. Sheila, would you be able to fill in for John?
Yes, I can do that. So information on Lions. Our name, the Lions. The proper name is the International Association of Lions Clubs. Our emblem, a large letter L, standing for law, liberty, labor, loyalty, love, life, lions. It's on a circle representing the Lions clubs all around, all bound together into one. Lions profiles looking two ways, representing the lion looking in every direction for an opportunity to give unselfish service, with the word Lions at the top representing the association. It is the unwritten obligation of every lion to wear and display their emblem with pride. The colors, purple and gold. To Lions, purple stands for loyalty to country, loyalty to friends, loyalty to oneself, and the integrity of mind and heart. It is the traditional color of strength and courage, and a tireless dedication to a cause. Gold. Gold symbolizes sincerity of purpose, liberality in judgment, purity in life, and generosity in mind, heart, and purse toward our fellow citizens. Our slogan, liberty, intelligent, our nation's safety. Past International President Sid Scruggs III has suggested the slogan may also mean loving individuals offering needed service. Our motto is "We serve." I'll continue with the benefits of being a Lion. You will find that membership in Lions clubs will offer you many opportunities for personal growth. Not only can you experience the incomparable feeling you'll receive for volunteering, but you will also have the chance to hone your leadership, communication, and organizational skills. You can develop friendships that will last a lifetime, meet other Lions from all corners of the world, and contribute ideas that will help your club be an even more valuable part of your community. Your membership in the Baxter Ward Lions Club will allow you to reach more people in need in both your local and world communities. The officers and members of the District A12 are thrilled that you have chosen to help us continue the legacy of Lions Clubs International by improving lives of the less fortunate and making your community an even better place to live. So, Chris, we're going to do the pledge. So if you can unmute the members, please.
Okay. That could be a little bit challenging here, but we'll see what I can do. So we might get some feedback. We'll see how it goes.
I don't know what it is, if that's where my kidney is, or, yeah,
I think they're just going to have to self-pledge.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Hey, Mike, and thanks for the.
If you can tell me when you're ready, Chris.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so to the members of the Baxter Ward Lions Club, since you've expressed a desire to affiliate with our Lions organization, Lions Clubs International, I now ask that you respond to my words with a simple "I will." Do you hereby accept membership in the Baxter Ward Lions Clubs, knowing that you're encouraged to participate in functions of the club?
I will. I will.
To the best of your ability, will you abide by the Lions Code of Ethics, attend meetings whenever possible, and contribute your share to the programs of your club, district, and Lions Clubs International?
I will.
I will.
I will. I will.
I will.
You are now officially a member of the Baxter Ward Lions Clubs. You will receive at a later date a Lions emblem pin, which signifies membership. I ask you to wear it with pride.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Wow, you're all Lions now. I do have the honor. I do have the honor now of bringing in your guiding lion. A guiding lion is selected for every new club by the district governor. And District Governor Jamie selected Region Chair or Second Vice District Governor-elect Sheila Webb. So with this responsibility, in addition to actually attending the meetings with the Baxter Ward Lions, she has a number of other responsibilities. So Lion Sheila, I'm going to read out those 6 responsibilities and ask you at the end of it if you agree to do these things.
Okay.
All right, first one, you need to be a mentor for all of your new Lions members in the Baxter Ward Lions Club. 2, provide your new members with information about the club's operations, its officers, and constitution. 3, arrange for orientation sessions for new members. 4, be ready and willing to answer any questions that might arise. 5, encourage new members to discuss with you any problems and offer possible solutions. And 6, assist the new members in developing into being outstanding Lions members. Sheila, will you take on these responsibilities?
I will do so enthusiastically.
And she is fully aware of how big of a responsibility she's got with 33 new members. I'd like to now finish with a closing statement for this particular portion of the program. Fellow Lions and guests, we want you to recognize that these are all new Lions. So the Lions of the Baxter Ward Lions Club, please wear your Lions emblem with pride, for it represents you as a member of the world's largest service organization. It's an association that has a very distinguished legacy of meeting needs worldwide. Let me congratulate you and welcome you to the greatest of all service club organizations, the International Association of Lions Clubs. On behalf of District A12, we offer our congratulations. In the near future, you will be presented with your certificate of membership, which will help you get off to a good start in becoming a lifelong Lion. We are all extremely proud and happy to have all of you as members of the Baxter Ward Lions Club and District A12, and being the newest members of Lions International. I want to thank you all very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out doing your best in your community. Thank you very much, and I'll pass this back over. Ms. Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, it's back to you.
I'm going to pass the microphone over to District Governor Jamie Jones.
Jamie, you're unmuted. Okay, just a second, Jamie. I have to unmute you here. Jamie, can we hear you? Jamie, you're self-muted. Jamie, I can't. Yep.
While we're waiting for Jamie to come back, I'd like to share with you that the first few meetings we had of putting together the Baxter Ward Lions Club were actually really quite exciting. A team of us actually took the time to knock on the business doors, and we spoke to people in the communities of both Honey Harbor and Port Severn, and we introduced ourselves and told them what Lions were about. And it was amazing how eager people were to jump on the bandwagon right away. I mean, they thought it was a great idea. They said, yes, this is what our community needs. They already had some ideas of what they wanted to do. It really was a really nice change, you know, because a lot of times starting a new club is a lot of hard work. But Baxter Ward made it so easy for us. It was really great. The enthusiasm is what got me the most. People were just so excited to get this thing going. So when we had our first meeting, we just had a few members there. But it didn't take long, and we had a whole bunch more. Now we're up to 33 and still growing. And is Jamie ready yet? Something that most of you probably already know is that the Baxter Ward Lions Club decided to pitch in with the food bank. So we've been really busy with that. And I'll turn it back over to Jamie.
Can you hear me now, Chris? Chris, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to be invited to install the officers of the Baxter Ward Lions Club for the coming fiscal year. Secretary Lion Brenda, have the names of the incoming officers been reported to Lions Clubs International as required?
I just have to unmute Brenda. Brenda, you're unmuted.
Yes, they have.
Thank you. Although each officer will receive information and suggestions which should help them in carrying out the various duties, I would like to briefly outline the duties so that all of us here may know what is expected. Lion Tamer, Lion Jim Morrow. You have been elected to serve as Lion Tamer. You will care for the display and storage of the club's property, including flags, gong, and gavel. You will also serve as Sergeant at Arms and greeter for both guests and members. Will you perform those duties to the best of your ability?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's got
Tail Twister, Lion Mark Gray. You have been elected to serve as Tail Twister. You will promote harmony, fellowship, fun, and enthusiasm to draw the members together at club meetings. In addition, you will use your best judgment to assist with club administrative fundraising. Will you perform those duties to the best of your ability?
Yep.
Okay. Marketing Communications Chairperson, Lion Liz Lauder. You have been elected to serve as the club's Marketing Communications Chairperson. You will develop and implement the club communications plan to publicize club activities to both members and non-members. In addition, you will expand newsworthy accomplishments via the available means of effective communications and media distribution. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Liz, you're unmuted.
Yes, I
Liz,
will.
you're unmuted.
Okay, thank you. Service Chairperson, Lion Jennifer Schneier. You've been elected to serve as the club's Service Chairperson. You will work with others to develop, communicate, and implement the annual program of communication and humanitarian service approved by the club's Board of Directors, incorporating both youth, LEOs, members, and non-members in your service projects. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Membership Chairperson, Lion Lisa Buck. You have been elected to serve as the club's membership chairperson. You will help develop and implement a membership growth plan and retention program to encourage and assist the club in recruiting and retaining high quality members. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
You're unmuted. Okay, just
I will.
Oh, there-
Okay, good.
Okay.
One-year director, Lion Devin DeGroot. You have been elected to serve as a one-year director and as such will be a voting member of the executive committee. With the other officers, you will assist to formulate and execute the policies and new business, faithfully attend board and club meetings, and give unselfishly of your time and effort to advance your club and Lions Clubs International. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Treasurer Lion Sue Pink, you have been elected to serve as treasurer and you will be a voting member of the executive committee and have custody of all club receipts and expenditures. You, with the finance committee, are expected to prepare a budget for executive committees and member approval. You will disperse funds only at the discretion or the direction of the executive committee and will deposit all monies in the financial institution designated by the committee. You shall collect from the members all monies due the club and present financial status to the general membership on a monthly basis. You shall prepare the financial records for an audit on the conclusion of the fiscal year. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Secretary Lion Brenda Gray, you've been elected to serve your club as secretary and will be a voting member of the executive committee. Performing your duties efficiently will help ensure the success of the club. You are the liaison between your club and the district, multiple District A and Lions Clubs International. It is critical that all correspondence and all other communications be referred to the club members on a regular basis. Of equal importance is the prompt and accurate submission of the monthly membership and activity reports to Lions Clubs International on MyLCI and the prompt reporting of officers following the annual election. You are a member of the District Governor's Zone Advisory Committee and as such should attend all zone advisory meetings. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you. First Vice President Lion Jordan Raynard. You have been elected to serve as Vice President and as such will be a voting member of the Executive Committee formulating and executing the policies and resolutions of this club. In addition, you will substitute for the President in her absence from club or Executive Committee meetings. With direction of the President, you shall oversee and become a team member of any committee the President may designate. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
President Lion Beth Heinzman, you have been elected to serve your club as president. You are the club's chief executive officer and as such will be expected to preside at all your club meetings. It is your responsibility to appoint the administrative and activities committee and with your vice president provide the necessary leadership to allow them to function smoothly. You are a member of the District Governor's Zone Advisory Committee, and as such, you're expected to attend all zone advisory meetings. Early planning is important in order to continue to build the club and to achieve the club's and your goals. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
To the club executive, the policies and achievements of this Lions Club will depend largely upon the actions of the executive committee of which you are all members. On your honor as Lions, do you individually and collectively promise to stand by this club, live with it, work with it throughout the coming year, and take the time to perform your duties properly?
I will.
To the club membership, these Lions who have been entrusted by you with the club responsibilities have signified their intentions to exert their personal best efforts to make this Lions Club the kind of organization it should be. To be successful, you as an individual member must be prepared to give your support and commitment to the president and the other elected officers, bearing in mind that you collectively elected these officers. Will you pledge to support them actively at all times? It's going to be difficult to unmute everybody, so I'm going to take that as a yes unless somebody has any objections. It is my pleasure to declare these Lions duly installed into the respective offices to which they have been elected. Congratulations. The presentation of the charter. Know ye that the International Association of Lions Clubs has granted, and by these presents does grant the members whose names are hereto affixed, and to all regularly elected members and their successors, this charter, fully constituting them a local club under the name and title of the Lions Club of Baxter Ward, sponsored by Mactier and District Lions Club, located at Honey Harbor, Port Severn, Ontario, Canada, with all the rights and privileges given to members of the International Association of Lions Clubs, according to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and bylaws of the International Association now in force, or hereafter enacted. This charter shall be in full force and effect from the day of the date hereof, and for such time as the members of the local club shall conform to the laws and rules of the International Association. Otherwise, this charter shall be revoked. In witness hereof, the International Association of Lions Clubs has authorized its presidents and secretary to affix their signatures and cause the seal of the association to be hereunto affixed this 11th day of February in the year of our Lord, 2020. The presentation of the banner patch. Region Chair Frank Spikerman, please accept this banner patch on behalf of your fellow members of the Mactier and District Lions Club in recognition of your support for this newly chartered club. Without sponsorship, our association cannot meet the challenges of serving others in our communities. On behalf of the members of our district and Lions from around the globe, please accept our sincere gratitude.
Okay, we now have the acceptance of the charter by President Beth.
Okay, thank you and good afternoon. Third Vice President of Lions International, Patti Hill, International Director, Alan Hunt, Intermediate Past International Director, Tom Gordon, Past International Director, Carl Young, District Governor, Jimmy Jones, visiting Lions and honored guests. It is a distinct honor for me as President of the Baxter Ward Lions Club to accept this charter on behalf of our fellow Lions. I'd like to express our sincerest gratitude upon officially becoming members of the Lions Club International, the world's largest humanitarian service organization. We're grateful to be included in this great association and eager to begin our service to our local and world communities. We fully accept our responsibilities to our club, the association, and most importantly, our community. To use this association's motto, we serve, to guide our community service, uniting Port Severn, Honey Harbor, and our surrounding area, and will strive to help wherever there's a need. We're anxious to continue our work closely with our fellow club members who have been extremely generous to our club and have supported us from the start. Kindness has been shown at every turn as we join the A12 Lions family. Teamwork, and personal satisfaction that we'll gain through our membership with the Baxter Ward Lions Club. As president of the Baxter Ward Lions Club, I humbly accept the responsibilities of my office. In doing so, I pledge to you, the members of my club, my full cooperation, as well as that of my fellow club officers. In turn, we ask for your support, help, loyalty, and of immense importance, your attendance at club meetings and participation in club fundraising and community service initiatives. Together, we'll be able to make a difference in the lives of those who need our assistance as we gain memories and fulfillments that will enrich our lives. Let us now go forth and prove that the Baxter Ward Lions Club is a progressive force in our community. Let us demonstrate to everyone with whom we come in contact as Lions the true meaning of our inspirational guidepost, we serve. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Beth. Back to you, Jennifer.
President Beth, there are special guests here today who would like to wish you and our club some well wishes. I call upon MPP Norm Miller. Mr. Miller is a member, Standing Committee of Public Accounts and the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs. MPP Norm Miller.
Hey, Norm, you're unmuted. You can turn your webcam on if you're wearing pants or if you're not in your pajamas.
Share my webcam. I'll try that, see how it works. Well, thank you for inviting me to take part in your charter meeting. I've been elected 19 years now, and one of the first things I was participated in was the Magneto Lions Club at Build a New Pavilion. And in the first spring I was elected, I got to partake in the opening of the hockey rink pavilion that they had built, and I think half the town pretty much was there for that opening. And certainly in my 19 years around Parry Sound Muskoka, I've seen the great work that Lions clubs have done, and I've attended 50th anniversaries and 60th anniversaries of Lions clubs. And think back to when Stan Darling was the MP, and he was a very keen Lion. But this is the very first charter meeting I've attended for Lions Club. So I think that's fantastic. As I say, I see all the great work that you do around Parry Sound Muskoka and around Ontario and Canada and the world. You know, we're lucky to have the CNIB camp on Lake Joseph. We have Camp Dorset, the dialysis camp in the riding. You know, I've seen the guide dogs, so many different programs that Lions are involved in, really making a difference in our community. And you have a very impressive list of charter members, and I think you've certainly bring down the age level of most of the typical service clubs that I've seen around the riding. And I can tell by that everyone is very enthusiastic, and I know you're going to do great work for the people of Baxter Ward and Muskoka and Ontario and Canada and the world. So thank you so much for inviting me to partake, and it's great that there's so many dignitaries from Lions International and past district governors that are on this online virtual charter meeting. So I just want to congratulate you and wish you all the best as you go forward with your really important work. Thank you.
Thanks, Norm. Okay.
Thank you very much, MPP Norm Miller. This is a bit confusing, but as you're listening to this presentation, you have Lions District A12, but it is located in the District of Muskoka. And on your screen today is a photo of Chair John Klink, who has joined us. Chair Klink?
Hey, John, you're unmuted.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, my acknowledgement of our special guests, and to you, your worship, congratulations on your newest community organization. To all of the Lions Club dignitaries, welcome virtually to Muskoka. I hope that this gathering finds you and your members, and of course your families, well. And of course to you, Madam President, your guiding Lion Sheila, and the charter members of the Baxter Ward Lions Club. I'd like to, on behalf of my district council colleagues, our staff, and our working committee, the Community and Planning Services Committee at the District of Muskoka, I'd like to both thank each of you for your commitment to our community and congratulate you on your new charter. With just shy of 3 decades of public service in Muskoka, I can tell you that I have witnessed and worked with Lions clubs throughout Muskoka and beyond, and I can tell you that the organization you have joined today has done exceptional work for over a century and does indeed make a difference in each of the communities they serve. Mr. Miller, a special thank you to you, and it leads into an announcement I have for the new Baxter Ward Lions Club. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Miller, and your government for your prompt reaction to the current COVID-19 situation. And within the context of that, about 10 days ago, Premier Ford made an announcement that he was going to be, your government was going to be making contributions to each of the municipal governments across Ontario as part of a social service relief fund. And the District of Muskoka appreciates, on behalf of its most vulnerable citizens, the contribution from the province to that social service relief fund. And today I'm absolutely delighted to advise the new Baxter Ward Lions Club that as part of that program and its first installment, there will be $2,000 that will be forwarded to you. I believe the check is in the mail as of yesterday, and there will be $2,000 coming to your organization in the name of the Port Severn Food Bank, which I believe you folks have been kind enough to agree to help run. So with that, my congratulations on your charter, and I look forward to meeting the membership in person and wish you well. And in the meantime, I hope you and your families stay safe in these difficult times. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
Thank you, Chair Clank. President Beth, there are a few more. Mayor Peter Coetsier, as you heard earlier, is here, and we can now refer to him as Lion Peter. Your Worship.
Okay, Peter, you're unmuted, and if you want to put on your webcam, you're free.
Okay, well,
Here
thank
he
you
comes.
very much. I'm very excited about the creation of the Baxter Ward Lions Club. As has already been mentioned, the enthusiasm of the then potential members was quite wonderful to see. And the strong willingness to do what can be done to help those people who have some needs in the community. I think that's absolutely wonderful. In the past, you know, we hear a lot these days about frontline workers and of course the huge importance that these frontline workers have in regards to the fight against the COVID-19. But we don't always hear about the volunteers who are quietly in the background doing their work to help often the most disadvantaged or those who have suffered the most because of the consequences of all the shutdowns and the isolation that's taking place right now. And I'm quite impressed that our new Lions were actually active as Lions, if you will, a month or more ago, getting ready for and operating the local food bank. They're serving at least 14 families at this point, and I'm sure the list will grow as the consequences of this COVID-19 continue. You know, that's involved things like planning grocery lists, calling in food orders to Foodland, picking up the order, sorting the food, working with the District of Muskoka to arrange to pick up with the appropriate clients, creating food baskets, setting them outside, of course, because no contact, cleaning up, and then planning to do it all over again the following week. In addition to that, they're also trying to make sure they have enough funds to get the food. And unfortunately, other members of the community has also been helping out that way. So I just think it's amazing what they've done already, shall we say, pre-charter. I'm also pleased to let you know that the township is going to be providing a couple of roadside placards with the Lions logo on it, in which we can announce meetings and time, date, location. This is, of course, presuming that sometime in the near future, we'll actually be able to meet in person, not just virtually. So on behalf of the township, and with great thanks to Lions Club International and District A12 and the mentors and all the support that we have received, congratulations and thank you to the new Lions. I'm very excited about this everybody coming on board and doing this. And it just is going to make our community that much stronger. And we're very much looking forward to you. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Lion Peter, AKA Mayor Coutier. We also, President Beth, do have some Lion members here from pretty far away. We have the 3rd International Vice President, Dr. Patti Hill here, and she'd like to speak to you for a couple of moments. Dr. Hill?
Hey, Dr. Patti, you're unmuted.
Thank you very much, Lion President Beth, fellow Lions. I can call you Lions now. That's great. First, let me bring you greetings from our international president, President Young-gil Choi from Korea. I know that he's been following the virtual work of Lions, and you're really making history here today, and he sends his greetings. I'd also like to congratulate each of you for taking the initiative to step forward in your community and to say, I want to be part of the solution. I want to be part of the team that sees a need in our community, such as food security, and finds a way to address that. You know, you're the people who've seen the opportunity that Lions presents, the opportunity for you to work together to make your community a better place. And as your club is part of Lions Clubs International, you are joining more than 48,000 other clubs all around the world who are working to make their corner of the world a better place as well. Now, for each of you, because you have become a Lion, you will have access to a world of resources and a network of supporters and experts to bolster your work. You'll have access to online learning and self-improvement courses. And you have a dedicated webpage just for new members. If you haven't visited the lionsclub.org new members page, do it this week. We want you to feel supported and empowered. Now, it will be up to you as Lions to vote on and to decide which service projects or which fundraising events you undertake. But once your decisions are made, you have a network to support you. Reach out to your guiding Lion, Sheila, and others to mentor you when you need that support. So congratulations on being such a dedicated group of humanitarians committed to your community and to making the world a better place. I want to wish you great success. I've heard already about your ongoing successes. I want to congratulate you for your service, for your online charter event today, and also to extend the congratulations to your sponsoring Lions Club, McTier. Congratulations to you all. I'll look forward to watching your success in the future. Thank you for inviting me to join you today.
Well, thank you for coming, Dr. Thank you for coming, Dr. Hill.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
President Beth, we also have the International Director representing Canada on the International Board of Directors of Lions International is here today. He's in from Chilliwack, British Columbia, Lion Alan Hunt.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Alan, you're unmuted.
Thank you for the invitation. I hope I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, you're muted again, Alan. Try now. You have to unmute yourself, Alan. There you go.
I think I have. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I'm not on the
Yep, we
best
can
of
hear you.
connection, so
We can hear you
I
now.
have to live with what I've got, I guess. To welcome President and the other members of the Baxter. Okay. I'd like to congratulate President Beth and the other members of the Baxter Ward Lions Club on chartering and being one of the newest, if not the newest Lions Club in Canada and the world. It's interesting times that we're living in, and you have accepted the challenge to do things differently by chartering online. I don't know that anybody's done that yet, but you're blazing a trail on that. I can only echo all the good things that Vice President Patti said. The support that you have available to you, everybody is. You'll learn how many people are out there, how many different ways there are that you can access assistance and guidance. And you've got a great guiding lion, obviously. And you've taken on some interesting projects, and you've got support in your community. So I wish you well on all of that. And thank you very much for just this opportunity to pop in and say hello. I'm actually talking to you today from inside my own Lions Club hall, so I'm here all alone. But I'm in the Mount Shell Lions Club hall, which Pastor Governor Ruth and Vice President Patti are somewhat familiar with. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Lion Allen. I think we're going to move now to other interested parties that may be out there who would like to speak. I know that we have regrets from your fellow president friend, Lion Frank Spikerman. He isn't on the call right now, President Beth, but I know that he had prepared a little something for you, and I'm sure we'll be able to connect with him, possibly even on this presentation. For now, is there anybody that would like to speak?
Okay, we have Ed Reinert from the Bracebridge Lions wants to make a presentation, but his audio doesn't appear to be working right now. He just has a camera, so unless he has a Sharpie and a piece of paper, it's going to be a little more challenging.
Okay, so I'm just hearing from, I don't know, Chris, if people heard what you told me, do they?
Yeah, so yeah, everyone should be able to hear me right now. So just Ed's audio isn't working right now, so all he has is the webcam. So so maybe just move on. Maybe it'll come back, and we'll circle back to him.
Okay, well, that would bring it to you, Chris Lewis. Are you available?
We can't hear Ed, but okay. Okay, Beth, on behalf of the Gravenhurst Lions Club, I really want to thank you and congratulate you for joining service. Communities do get better when people come together to make communities better. So our club will be making a donation to your administrative account to cover some of the bills that you can't pay for out of publicly raised funds, and you'll learn all about that when you go through all our district training. I really want to thank you on behalf of the Gravenhurst Lions Club for everything that you do and everything that you are going to do. We're really excited to be having you as part of our association. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Lion Chris. And is there a member here from the Tiny Township Lions?
I'm not sure who wants to speak.
Just put your hand up. Just raise your hand if you can.
Sandy Ron? Sandy, you're unmuted.
Thank you, Chris. On behalf of the Tiny Township Lions Club and fellow Zone 36 West, our club also has a small donation to make to the Baxter Ward Lions Club for their administration account. We also have another donation that will also be sent to you to help with the Wabasheen Seniors Home, because you've already expressed a need there. So we're going to give you a little hand so you can help that Wabasheen Seniors residents as well. So thank you and welcome to the Baxter Ward Lions Club.
Okay.
And are there anybody else who would like to speak? Oh, is Frank there? No.
No, not right now. So we have some hands raised, so we'll unmute these people. We have Barb Ennis. You're unmuted.
Go ahead, Barb.
Barb, you're unmuted. You have to unmute yourself, Barb. Barb, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Thank you. Congratulations, Baxter Ward Lions. This is very exciting in these times of areas that struggle to increase their Lion membership, to have such a great start to a new Lions Club in a brand new area. It's really exciting. I'm a member of the Port Carling Lions Club and a past district governor for A12, so I know how important that this is, and Port Carling is part of Muskoka, so we're kind of neighbors, which is sort of neat. I just also wanted to mention, and I hope I'm not stepping on anyone's toes, but Lion Ed Reinard, he and I were chatting yesterday, I guess, and he let me know that Jordan Reinard is actually a 4th generation Lion, and I've heard of some 3rd generation Lions families, you know, in the areas and whatnot, but I've never heard of a 4th generation member, and I just think that's really quite an auspicious experience, and I just want to congratulate Jordan on carrying on a wonderful family tradition, and I hope, Ed, that it's okay that I said this.
Thank you very much, Barb.
Actually,
Congratulations, Jordan,
Jennifer,
the 4th generation.
an interesting thing, I reached out to our district archivist and historian to find out some information about Jordan's Lions family, and Jordan's great-grandfather served as a district governor out of the Aurelia Lions Club in 1946-47, and our district historian found us a newspaper clip from that district governor's Dr. Reinard trip to San Francisco for the Lions International Convention in 1947. Dr. Reinard, along with several other Lions on the train, were doctors, and one of the passengers on the train came down with chickenpox, and the entire train was quarantined for 2 weeks on the way to the international convention. So how appropriate that we're in that same situation today, that Ed's great-grandfather was, 70 years ago. So I think that's kind of a neat thing, and I'm confident Jordan's going to do amazing things as well as a Lion.
Jordan, do you have any comments on that you want to add?
I'll just unmute him. Oh, you're unmuted, Jordan.
Okay. No, I'm just happy to be welcomed into the Lions organization, and I've got decades of Lions history before me to fill, so we'll see what happens. I do want to mention that my father, Ed, he was going to present a check for $200 from the Bracebridge Lions. So I'll just say that for him.
Okay, thank you. If you can somehow reach out to him to let him know that we saw him, but we were unable to hear him, and that President Beth is aware now that you have made that very generous donation. Chris, is there anybody else who's put their hand up?
Hey, Ruth Roberts wishes to make a comment.
Go ahead, Ruth.
Thank you. Yes, I know that I mentioned briefly during the actual break or quietness that was happening in the meeting that I was involved in the actual team that put together the people that came to the 2 communities to invite the members to become Lions. And I would like to just extend my thank you to that team, first of all, which Len Day was actually the leader of it and gave us some good leadership skills to follow during that process. We had our district governor, we had our 2, Jamie Jones, we had our 2 vice district governors, which is Peter Shellweld and John Jackson, and Chris Lewis, and we basically worked that community area very quickly didn't take long, and as I said, we did get a lot of really great responses. So thank you to the team, first of all. And as your global membership chair, I just wanted to say thank you to the members for putting up with, you know, the amount of stuff that we wanted to push at them at the very beginning, and giving them tons of information, which I'm sure overwhelmed their minds at the time. And personally, I would also like to actually extend a contribution, a check of $100, which I will pass on to the club. Congratulations. Welcome to A12. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lion Ruth. Are there any other people on the call that would like to speak?
Yeah, we have Dr. Patti wants to speak about 2020. Dr. Patti, you're unmuted.
Go ahead, Dr. Patti.
Let's see here. Yep, there you go.
Okay. Thank you very much for letting me pop back in. We're talking about the history and the great legacy that any Lions Club leaves in its community. And you're just beginning your legacy. But this is the 100th anniversary this year of Lions Clubs within Canada. In fact, in Canada, we claim the bragging rights for making Lions Clubs International. The first Lions Club outside of the USA was formed in Windsor, Ontario, and is still going strong. So you have a distinct challenge, perhaps, that you can build a legacy which will last at least 100 years going forward. So congratulations. Invite your zone chair to speak at one of your next online meetings, or one of the other representatives from our Canada 2020 campaign. This is a nationwide campaign amongst Lions Clubs all across Canada to celebrate our 100th anniversary through community service. Invite them to come and share their ideas with you. And congratulations once again.
Excellent. Thanks, Dr. Patti. We have past Director Tom wants to make a comment. Okay, past Director Tom, you're unmuted. Oh, try again. You have to unmute yourself, Tom. Okay, Tom, you're good. Go ahead, Tom. Tom, we're not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, Tom.
Oh, that's good. All right. So welcome to the Baxter Lions Club. This is a new experience for most of us, having to do an induction ceremony online, and it's kind of neat. One of the things that you're going to experience in Lions, of course, is that you're always going to be in the state of change, because the world's always in a state of change. And it's kind of in a big state of change right now. And I think we're trying to take advantage of it to our benefit. When we come out of this, I think we'll be doing things a lot differently than we have in the past. So you're welcome. As Lions, we're very proud of our 103 years. And as Dr. Patti was just talking about, Canada is the country that made Lions International national, and we're international, and we're certainly looking to celebrate that if we can. One of the things that we're doing is planting trees. And so if your club has an opportunity to plant trees, we're trying to plant 100,000 trees across Canada. And if you can get in on that, that works out to about 3 trees per lion. So if you can work that out for your club and then get that information to the people that need to know that, that would be terrific. If you need support, Lions is a fantastic association to belong to. You can look anywhere for support. You can call anybody that's on your district directory, or anybody in multiple district A, which incorporates most of Ontario and a little bit of Quebec. And you can call anybody at International. we have our third international vice president on the line. Not too many clubs have that happen for their membership induction. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you down the road when we can meet face to face at some point. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom, Lion Tom. Is there anyone else, Lion Chris?
Okay. There's no more hands raised. Let me see if there's anything in the chat box or anything nothing else in the chat box. Obviously, there's some comments in the question pane about congratulations, that's fantastic. Kevin Banfield, Council Chair from Mobile District A, offers his congratulations as well. Yeah, so that's all I have for now. So back to you, Jennifer.
It's official, President Beth. You are now a club. We are now a club. Thank you very much for all who came to witness this event. Beth's going to have some parting words. But we just want to remind you that if you're interested in what the Baxter Ward Lions are doing, have done, and continue to be doing, please follow us on social media. We're super easy to find on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We also have a website. And if you just Googled Baxter Ward Lions, you'd have access to all of the content that we would and are willing to share in the now and in the coming years. So we do hope to see you all soon, and we truly mean this based on the pandemic, that we do truly hope to see you soon. But over to you, President Beth, for some final words.
Okay, Beth, you're unmuted.
Thank you very much,
You're unmuted.
Jennifer. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. And wow, what an afternoon. I really want to thank everybody for attending this afternoon. All the clubs that have supported us so generously, everybody taking their time to get us launched and get us going. A special thank you to all our new Baxter Wards Lions Club members. I'm excited to start working on projects with you. Wow. Thank you very, very much, everybody. We're super excited and hope to see you all soon. Thank you.
That ends our presentation for today. Thank you to all the dignitaries that came and spent their Saturday afternoon with us, and everyone else that also spent their Saturday afternoons. We wish you well, and we're signing off from here. Thanks again.